My child, you have just passed another test of faith. Yes, this video will get only my chosen ones who have already passed this test. My child, if you are wondering what kind of this test was and what is going to happen next, then you need to pay attention to these words completely. Child view of thee. I have watched you not just in this moment but from the beginning of your breath. I have seen you walk through shadows, doubt your worth, question your strength, and cry in silence. I have seen the way the world has treated you, how it tried to shape you into something you are not. But you did not break. You bent. You wept. You staggered. But you did not break. This is what I needed to see. You wonder what kind of test it was, and I tell you this. It was the test of obedience, of patience, of silent endurance. You were tested in the moments no one saw, in the hours when you chose not to act out in bitterness, in the seconds when you could have retaliated but held your peace. The test was not for spectacle, not for others to see and applaud. The test was within. It was in your inner room where only I dwell, where only I see. That is where you passed. This was not a test to punish, but to reveal the strength I placed in you long ago. I will uncover the depth of your heart's loyalty to me. For many say they love me when the sun is shining, when the doors open, when the path is smooth. But I look for those who still speak my name when the clouds gather, when the winds howl, when the door closes and the light fades. I look for those who wait without a sign, who trust without an explanation, who believe when the evidence is gone. That is the test you passed. Now, my child, because you have walked through that fire, you have not only been proven, you have been purified. You do not yet see what I have been preparing for you, but soon your eyes will open. Do not expect the next chapter to look like the last. I am doing a new thing. The former things have passed away. I am birthing something in you that could only be formed through this process of fire, silence, and trust. The pain you felt was not in vain. It was purposeful, intentional, divine. You will begin to sense a shift, though at first it may come subtly. I will open your ears to hear me more clearly. I will awaken your dreams again, not like before, but with clarity and weight. You will not need to run after voices to confirm what you feel in your spirit. I myself will be your confirmation. I will speak to you in the stillness. My words will carry the weight of eternity. They will silence your fear and drive out confusion. You ask what comes next. Listen, for I will not leave you blind. I do not lead my children by confusion, but by purpose. What comes next is alignment. You will begin to see me remove things that no longer serve you, not to punish, but to prepare. Some people, some habits, some places will begin to fall away. Do not cling to them. Do not mourn their departure. For what I remove, I replace with better. What I prune, I cause to bear more fruit. What I close, I do to open greater. You have passed through a narrow place. That was your wilderness. That was your hidden season. You were not forgotten. You were concealed. I covered you while I worked on you. I hid you from the eyes of those who would have spoken death over your promise. I placed you under the shadow of my wing, not because I was displeased with you, but because I delighted in you. I protected your process. I kept you close even when you didn't feel me near. Now I am calling you to step forward, not hastily, not anxiously, but boldly. You will not need to strive. You will not need to fight to be seen. I will shine through you. I will make your name known, not for your sake, but because your heart is ready to carry my glory without pride. You will not touch the praise. You will direct it to me. That is why I chose you. That is why you were tested. In the quiet shadows of early dawn, my child stands atop a gentle hill, eyes fixed on the horizon. The world is still, but inside, a storm rages. Doubts swirl like restless winds. Whispers of worthlessness echo faintly. A soft, almost divine hum drifts through the breeze, mingling with the scent of rain still lingering in the air. Can she hear the reassurance beneath her fears? Just as her foot begins to move forward, an unseen force pulls gently but firmly, halting her. A silence settles, heavy and thick, filled with unspoken questions. Will she surrender to the whispers of faith, or will she retreat into the comfort of doubt? The moment hangs suspended, a pivotal crossroads. The scene is still, yet the entire journey teeters on the brink of transformation. What will she choose? To believe what she cannot yet see, or to turn away? The answer remains hidden just beyond reach, leaving us all wondering, what's next for my child? The journey is far from over. In the quiet shadows of early dawn, my child stands atop a gentle hill, eyes fixed on the horizon. The world is still, but inside, a storm rages. Doubts swirl like restless winds, whispers of worthlessness echo faintly. A soft, almost divine hum drifts through the breeze, mingling with the scent of rain-soaked earth. Can she hear the reassurance beneath her fears? Just as her foot begins to move forward, an unseen force pulls gently but firmly, halting her. A silence settles, heavy and thick, filled with unspoken questions. Will she surrender to the whispers of faith, or will she retreat into the comfort of doubt? The moment hangs suspended, a pivotal crossroads. The scene is still, yet the entire journey teeters on the brink of transformation. What will she choose? To believe what she cannot yet see, or to turn away? The answer remains hidden just beyond reach, leaving us all wondering, what's next for my child? The journey is far from over. Do not walk humbly, yes, but do not apologize for the light I have placed in you. You are not being arrogant when you walk in what I gave you. You are being obedient. Let your confidence be in me, not in yourself. Do not shrink back to make others comfortable. Do not downplay your calling to avoid rejection. You are not responsible for how others respond to your obedience. You are responsible to obey. Let me remind you, you were made for this time, not another. This time I placed you here in this generation, in this moment of history, because I saw something in you that fits my divine puzzle. Your voice matters. Your steps matter. Your obedience matters. Every yes you give me echoes into eternity. Every act of love, every hidden sacrifice, every prayer uttered in tears, it all matters. Nothing is wasted. You will begin to feel an urgency not of anxiety but of divine motion. I am moving, and I am moving you. You will no longer be stuck. You will no longer live in cycles. I am breaking the loops. I am severing the ties to old patterns. The enemy tried to convince you that you would always struggle, always be overlooked, always be on the outside. That lie is broken. I speak a new word over you. Forward, not backward, not circling, forward. I prepare your heart for the unexpected. I will surprise you with my goodness. I will show you favor in places you thought were closed to you. I will elevate you in areas where you felt inadequate. I will pour my Spirit upon you in greater measure, not just for your sake, but for the people I have assigned to your voice, your touch, your presence. They are waiting. Your obedience is the key that will unlock someone else's breakthrough. Child, listen now, for I will speak to you of those who came before you, those whose names the world knows, and those whose names are only written in heaven. You must understand that what you are experiencing is not new. Your child stands on a journey paved with unseen battles and quiet victories. The road is lined with shadows. Doubt pressing in like a heavy fog, unanswered prayers hanging in the air, waiting to be seen or dismissed. You wonder, will they find strength amid the silence? Can they hold on to hope when every door seems closed? The stillness is deafening, the uncertainty almost overwhelming. Hands trembling, they clutch their heart, questioning, is this abandonment, or is this a deeper call to trust beyond sight? As they gaze toward the horizon, an unseen whisper lingers. Will they surrender to hope, or be swallowed by despair? The miracle awaits beyond the darkness. but only if they hold on just a little longer. How long will they walk this path before light breaks through? The answer remains hidden for now, but one thing is certain: their next step could change everything. In the quiet of a fading evening, the scent of damp earth drifted softly through the air. My child sat alone on a weathered log, their heart weighed down by doubt, a heavy silence pressing in. The rustle of leaves in the distance echoed like whispering memories of forgotten dreams. Memories flooded in, the laughter of better days, tears shed in solitude, and the warmth of faith that once sparked hope within. A gentle breeze brushed against their cheek, carrying faint melodies, the tender hymn of childhood, reminding them that hope is never truly lost. In that stillness, a flicker of strength awakened, a gentle push from within. A voice whispered, "Remember your purpose." The darkness felt thick, but beyond it, a promise lingered. The road ahead is unclear, yet the promise remains. Even in the deepest shadows, light awaits. Just hold on. One step, one breath, could change everything. As my child stood at the edge of a serene lake, the world around him was still. But in that moment, the calm was shattered by a sudden revelation. The water mirrored not just the sky, but the faces of those who had doubted him. Their whispers echoed in the air, a haunting reminder of his struggles. Why do they doubt me? He wondered. The warmth of the sun kissed his skin, contrasting sharply with the chill of self-doubt that gripped his heart. In that stillness, he realized something profound. Their skepticism had fueled his journey, igniting a fire within him. He understood now that his struggle was not just for himself, but for those who had lost faith. The scent of rain lingered in the air, mingling with the earthy aroma of damp soil. The rustle of leaves whispered secrets of resilience, urging him to embrace his purpose. "Is my worth defined by their doubts?" he pondered. This unexpected clarity shifted his perspective. He saw that his value was not determined by others, but by his own resilience and unwavering spirit. In the quiet of that moment, he felt a surge of strength. The darkness that once loomed felt less daunting. He was not alone. Just as Esther had stood in courage, risking everything for her people, he too was called to rise. "Will I answer the call?" he asked himself. The weight of his assignment felt heavy, yet he remembered the promise that lay beyond the shadows. He thought of those who had walked before him, prophets, apostles, and martyrs. They faced unimaginable trials, yet their stories echoed through time. Paul, beaten and imprisoned, had learned the secret of contentment. "I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength," he had written, even in chains. And then there was Jesus, who walked the ultimate path of surrender. Perfect and sinless, yet rejected and betrayed. He endured the cross for the joy set before him. In that moment by the lake, my child felt a shift. The doubts that once clouded his mind began to clear. He was ready to embrace his journey, to find his inner strength and purpose. "Will I hold on?" he whispered to the stillness. The miracle awaited just beyond the darkness. All he had to do was take that next step. And now he is exalted, seated at my right hand, interceding for you. He understands your pain, your temptation, your sorrow, because he bore it all. He passed the ultimate test so you could walk in victory. You see now, my child, that you are part of a lineage of those who were tested, refined, and elevated. Their paths were not easy, but they were holy. Their victories did not come without struggle, but their struggle produced an eternal weight of glory. You walk among them. Their blood, their prayers, their worship, their faith. It surrounds you like a cloud of witnesses. They cheer for you. They wait to see how you will carry the baton they once held. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. Every feeling you've had, every fear, every tear, it has been felt by those who came before you, and like them, you will overcome. Not by your strength, but by mine. Not by your perfection, but by my grace. I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called. Even now, I am aligning your journey with divine echoes from the past. You will feel drawn to the same places of prayer, of stillness, of courage. You will begin to understand the scriptures not just with your mind, but with your experience. They are not stories. They are patterns. Patterns of my ways, patterns of my faithfulness, patterns of how I work in those who yield fully to me. I want you to know that what you are facing has meaning. It is purpose. It is producing in you a legacy that will outlive your years. What I am doing in you is not just for this season, but for generations to come. The choices you make now, the faith you show now, the surrender you walk in now, it will affect more than you can see. Just as the obedience of those before you shaped your path, so will yours shape the path of those after you. You are being grafted into a holy story at a divine narrative. In the quiet darkness, as flickering flames danced and shadows stretched, my child stood at the edge of the forest. Heart pounding, breath shallow, they felt the weight of doubt pressing down, like a heavy cloak they couldn't shrug off. The scent of pine and smoke mixed with the rain's fresh scent, reminding them of every trial faced, and those still to come. A sudden gust stirred the leaves, whispering secrets in the wind. It sounded like a question carried on the breeze. Am I enough? Silence hung thick, unresolved. The path ahead shimmered faintly, uncertain and wild. Their legs trembled, yet something deeper pulled them forward. They faced the unknown, trembling yet determined. But then, a faint voice echoed in their mind. Would they step into the darkness and find the light, or turn back, haunted by fear? The journey had only just begun. In a world filled with noise and doubt, you wonder if your voice truly matters. Do your struggles, your fears, weigh so heavy that they threaten to silence you? Remember, those who came before you, standing firm in their storms, are now silent witnesses. Their stories echo in the gentle rustle of leaves, in the quiet rain that refreshes the soul. You are not alone. The same spirit that sustained them, that lifted them from despair, is within you now. When weariness overtakes and the weight feels unbearable, pause, breathe. Feel the warmth of divine love surrounding your heart. Can you sense the strength rising from within? Hope blooming anew? The path is uncertain, yes, but in surrender, in trust, divine grace pours forth, lighting your way. The journey ahead is yours to walk, rooted in love and resilience.